Estamos, va, me voy.
Corriendo, buena onda.
Se caerá que mejorar un clic.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. We're live here at Luis Marquez Stadium in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. I am Anthony DeSanto joining you once again. This is the second of two games on this beautiful Monday in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. Beautiful blue skies, slight cloud coverage, but nothing scary. Don't worry, we're going to get this game in. This is between the Pelicanos and Tainos. Tainos is the visiting team, and the Pelicanos are the home team. Pelicanos just entered the field, scampering their way onto the field, so we'll get those guys started from the defensive point of view, and then we'll introduce Tainos and their starting lineup. So thank you once again for joining us, all you fathers out there listening and tuning in. Happy Father's Day yesterday. Hope you enjoyed your day. I know I had a good time. We're staying in Rincon, Puerto Rico, and it was a beautiful sunset on the beach steak, so I can't really argue with that. So, as mentioned, introducing the home team on the defensive front. Pelicanos in the green and orange uniforms. The starting pitcher is Witten, Hunter Witten on the mound. Center fielder, the leadoff hitter, number 11, Moyer, Truman Moyer. Batting second, the shortstop, number 1, Reyes. Ethan Reyes, the shortstop for Pelicanos. The catcher who just threw down, one of two shippers. That is the elder shipper. That's Aiden. Throwing that one down, number 7. Doing the catching. Third baseman Alvarez. The left fielder for Pelicanos, Dakar. First baseman and Gesser. Second baseman is Parkin, Grant Parkin. And the middle shipper, Cade Shipper, making his debut with me. I haven't met him. I met the shippers last year. The designated hitter, Quimby, and the extra hitter is Christian Mulgary. Leading things off, Malachi Lyon, no stranger to the PRIBL, Puerto Rican International Baseball League, in the first pitch at 1:38 p.m. from the starting pitcher, Witten. So we'll see how Witten does against the talented Tainos baseball team. That's a fair ball past the first baseman. Good job of jumping all over that one. He's going to dig for second is Lyon, and he's going to arrive safely. Standing up with a leadoff double. I don't know if they'll give that an error or a hit. We're going to give him a double on that. That ball was stung past the first baseman of the Pelicanos. First baseman could not hold on to that one. That's Gesser. So runner on the second line. They try a pickoff, and it is thrown into center field. And the runner Lyon is scampering all the way to third base. So not what you want to do in the top of the first inning. Early on in this game, trouble for the Pelicanos defense and the starting pitcher for Pelicanos, Witten, Hunter Witten, doing the pitching for Pelicanos. This is Nat Greenslet. Greenslet, the third baseman for Tainos, hammers that ball into no man's land. That's going to land for a base hit, an RBI hit for Greenslet. So on the board early, Tainos. Last year the Tainos were fantastic in the PRIBL, and I expect nothing less from the Tainos. Now stepping in for Team Tainos, Brian Calderon. Taken low. So 1-0 already early on in the top of the first inning. 1-0 is your score. 1-0 is the score. Just high and inside to Brian Calderon. So runner on first, Nat Greenslet. RBI base hit for him. There's a good pitch right there. Take it for a strike. Good pitch from Witten. So Lyon led things off with a double. Got to third base and then scored on the base hit by Greenslet. He's on first base. Ball's popped up in the infield. Tough play. Well, the first baseman settles under it, though, and grabs it for the first out. So Calderon is retired. No advancement from Greenslet. Now stepping in, the left fielder batting fourth, Tate Riley. Riley of the Tainos. Four-hitter. Here's the first pitch as the runner on first takes his lead, and they got him picked off in a rundown. They throw down to the shortstop. Shortstop gets it. Oh, an error on the pitcher. Can't come up with that one. That's a good play right there by the shortstop in the infield of the Pelicanos, but they couldn't corral that one, so it went off the pitcher's glove. And advancement, even though they picked him off, they couldn't get the rundown. That's always a bugaboo for coaches everywhere. So runner now on second base is Greenslet. Calderon was retired, and Tate Riley, the batter. That ball's hammered into left field. The left fielder gets turned around. It's going to be over his head. Misplayed there, but that ball was scorched by the left fielder. One run will score, and Tainos now has a 2-0 lead. RBI hits from Greenslet, and now Tate Riley. I think those numbers are correct. Tate Riley and Kurt Ortega both have similar numbers, 18 and 16. Just want to make sure that the numbers are correct. This is number 16. So this is Kurt Ortega as he hits that ball into left field. A dive by the left fielder comes up empty. First and third now on the base hit by Ortega. That last base hit was Tate Riley and now Kurt Ortega. So good hits by them.
Sir, I don't mean to be rude, but the catcher down there, he's my brother. It's not Shipper, it's Skipper. If you would mind to just pronounce that.
That's right, a family of skippers in the audience today. If you're paying attention, there are two skippers, one behind the plate and one in the outfield. Fake throw. And now on the stolen base, so runners now on second and third. So the batter, Weathersby. This is Ashton Weathersby now batting with runners on second and third after the stolen base. Ball's hammered in the ground, past the diving third baseman into left field. Throw comes in, sails wide, catcher throws down. Oh, good play by the infielder second baseman, but scoring nonetheless. Runners, Ortega and Riley. So 3 runs now in. His teammates.
It made it look that way, and then it was like 20 feet over.
As we mentioned, Tainos last year was fantastic, and they're doing the same thing again this year, out to a 3-0 lead in the first inning. Joshua Cuevas up Cuevas, the batter, the catcher for Tainos. All taken high. So a tough inning for Pelicanos and Witten. Hunter Witten having to deal with some tough hitters in Tainos. Tainos can swing the bat as that ball's cued. Foul. So as mentioned, this is the first inning. This is the second game. Luca Morales had a big day in the first game, in the morning game. Here's the pitch. Good pitch right there. Taken for a strike. So big hits by Nat Greenslet, Tate Riley, Kurt Ortega, and Ashton Weathersby. Comes up empty on the swing and a miss. Now there's 2 outs. Big out right there. So good job of pitching by Witten, retiring Cuevas. Now stepping in, the designated hitter, Dominic Masso. Masso batting. He's the 8th man to come to the plate in the first inning already. So let's see what Masso can do. Comes inside, just inside, misses for a ball. 3-0 the score already. Looking for more, looking for a big hit for Masso. Let's see what he can produce after the strike. That ball's hit over the head of the second baseman, landing softly into right field. Ball comes in, but the run scores nonetheless. So base hit, RBI base hit for Dominic Masso. Weathersby coming in to score the 4th run of the inning. Miguel Nueves takes his turn. That ball's taken for a ball. A lot of pitches already from the pitcher, starting pitcher Hunter Witten, trying to retire Nueves before they turn over to Malachi Lyon. Lyon is a very good hitter, the leadoff hitter for Tainos. Good hitter last year and seems to be repeating his success this year. He led things off with a double. Nat Greenslet followed with an RBI base hit. Comes up empty on that swing and a miss. Good job of pitching right there. Good fastball by Witten. So let's see if he can retire the 9th hitter, Miguel Nueves. This is the first inning. Ball's fouled off, and the first baseman goes and ranges over. Good catch by the first baseman for the Pelicanos right there. And that retires the side. Tainos go down, but they do score 4 runs in the top of the first inning. Pelicanos coming to bat in the bottom of the first inning. The Pelicanos are the home team. Thank you for joining us and tuning in with us. My name is Anthony DeSanto, live here in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. This is the second game of 2 games on this beautiful Monday in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. I'll be back in 1 minute. live in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. Tainos in the top of the first inning scored 4 runs. So this is going to be an uphill battle for Pelicanos. Pelicanos coming to bat in the bottom of the first inning. This is Moyer leading things off. He's the center fielder, leading off number 11, Moyer. Truman Moyer takes down low from Rosenberg, the starting pitcher. Darren Rosenberg, I remember him from last year in the PRIBL, Puerto Rican International Baseball League. It's a college wooden bat league. Great opportunity for these players. That slider bends in for a strike. Rosenberg evens up the count, 1-1. Again, it's the bottom of the first inning. The score is 4-0. Pelicanos down by 4 in their half inning. 2-1 now the count. Nobody out, nobody on for the leadoff hitter Moyer of Pelicanos, the home team. 4-0 is the score. Let's see how Pelicanos respond after giving up 4 runs. Hard fastball from Rosenberg stays high. And the pitch from Rosenberg. And that's a ball for walk issued to the leadoff hitter Moyer. Now on first base, the shortstop Reyes steps in, number 1, batting second for Pelicanos, Ethan Reyes. Ethan Reyes is a fantastic hitter, excellent defender. I saw him last year as well. Fantastic kid, wonderful energy, good athleticism, and that's what it is about in this PRIBL, showcasing all these talented baseball players, young baseball players in their career. Here's the pitch. Back pick, and we got him picked off. Bad base running over there by Moyer. Let's see. I don't know if they're going to execute it. No, they are not going to execute it. So in the top of the first inning, Pelicanos could not get the rundown out, and the same thing with Tainos in their opportunity defensively. So both teams could not execute the pickoff attempt rundown. Getting back to first base is Moyer. Reyes again looking to put on a good at-bat and showcase his skills here in the bottom of the first inning for his Pelicanos home team, who are down 4-0. Takes that one low. 2-0 is the count to Reyes. I got to talk with Reyes earlier. He remembers me and I remember him. Let's see how his 2025 season goes. That ball's taken down low, throw down to from the catcher. No, that ball goes into center field, and now he's going to get his way over to third base as Moyer. So give him a stolen base and an error from the catcher for Tainos. As that ball got away, allowing Moyer to get to third. So Moyer reached base on a walk, gets a stolen base, and gets over to third base. Let's see, with nobody out, a runner on third base, and Ethan Reyes takes that one low and back-to-back walks. So now with runners on first and third, in steps for Pelicanos, the home team, the catcher, and the 3-hitter, number 7, the elder of the Skippers, Aiden Skipper, batting in the driver's seat right here. Looks at his third base coach, nods, and gets ready and settles in here. Let's see what Rosenberg can offer to the Pelicanos catcher. Runners on first and third. First pitch is taken down low, so Rosenberg is in a little bit of a jam here, walking Moyer and now Reyes, who's on first base. Tons of speed on the bases. Reyes can absolutely scoot, and so can Moyer. And there it goes. Reyes throw down, kicks away, and that one goes into short left, and the play at third base and pulls the bag is Reyes. Scoring on the play is Moyer. And we mentioned it earlier, speed never slumps, and they have a ton of it for Pelicanos. They score their first run with nobody out, and their three-hitter, Aiden Skipper, batting with a runner on third base. So, again, he can score him multiple ways. Let's see him put hard in play somewhere. Here's the pitch. Comes up empty on the high fastball. Rosenberg has a plus fastball as Skipper swings at the high fastball, something he probably should not want to do again. I'm sure he's kicking himself for that. Let's see what he does here. That ball scoots through the 5-hole, and a run's going to score. So Reyes trots in with a second run, the second run for Pelicanos. So Moyer walked and stole a base and scored. Reyes walked and stole a base and now has scored on the wild pitch pass ball. So Rosenberg staked to a 4-0 lead. Now have 2 runs to Pelicanos. So nobody on and nobody out to Aiden Skipper. Skipper settles in. Let's see what Rosenberg has for him. Here's the pitch from Rosenberg. That ball's hammered into left field. Good job of hitting right there by Skipper. Skipper leading things off after his teammates Moyer and Reyes scored. And with nobody out, Aiden Skipper gets things restarted with a base hit. So the catcher for Pelicanos has his first base hit today in his first at-bat. So Alvarez now stepping in, number 10. This is Carlos Alvarez. Alvarez, the third baseman for Pelicanos, bats with the runner on second base as the catcher for Tainos Vs goes out and talks to his pitcher, Rosenberg. Tries to settle Rosenberg down. So that was the first hit against Rosenberg. And Skipper delivered a good clean base hit to short left field on a line drive. So I got to talk with Aiden's mom earlier, and Aiden wanted to work on his hitting, and clearly he's been working on his hitting because he got a super nice base hit to add to his mixtape. He's playing his college baseball in Oklahoma. The pitch runner comes in. We'll get you his information, his number. The pitch runner for Skipper. He's now doing the running for Pelicanos, the runner on first base. Rosenberg comes set. Here's the pitch. Good pitch right down the plate. Throw down from the catcher on the stolen base attempt, and he is out. Great throw by Cuevas. Cuevas showed an absolute cannon and pinpoint accuracy on that throw down. So the pinch runner is erased. So that's the first out to the batter, Alvarez. So 1 out. All right, now Rosenberg is feeling it. So he's working ahead to Alvarez. Alvarez, the third baseman. Dakar, the left fielder on deck. He's the 5-hitter, number 13. Ball's poked into right field. Right fielder settles under it and makes the play. That's 2 outs. 2 outs now. So Alvarez is retired. Rosenberg did a good job right there after the caught stealing. So now there's 2 outs. Four to 2 is the score right now with nobody on base with 2 outs. Rosenberg settling in nicely now. Pitching to the 5th hitter of the inning. And the 5 batter takes a strike right there. This is the outfielder, left fielder, Jack Dakar. Here's the pitch from Rosenberg. Comes up empty, swing and a miss. Working ahead and confidently is Rosenberg. Gets the sign and working quickly, but spikes that one. A little too anxious. So Tainos in the first inning scored 4 runs. Pelicanos coming back and scoring 2. Here's the pitch, comes up empty, another strikeout right there. Rosenberg doing a good job of filling up the strike zone. So 3 outs, but they do score 2 times, Pelicanos. The end of 1 full inning, Tainos 4, Pelicanos 2. Tainos coming to bat in the top of the 2nd inning. And once again, this is Anthony DeSanto, and we'll be live here in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico with PRIBL. And we're back here live in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. Top of the 2nd inning, 4-2 is the score. Welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning in. Beautiful weather day here on a Monday. Monday, June 16th. Takes a strike, does the batter. Lopez comes up empty, 0-2 now. So after the tough first inning by Pelicanos starter Hunter Witten, trying to work quickly as that ball's flared out into center field. Center fielder ranging to his left, settles under it and retires the batter. So 1 out, and here comes the leadoff hitter.
Okay.
Malachi Lyon started the game off with a double ringing home. Scored on the base hit by Nat Greenslet. So with 1 out, Witten does a good job of retiring the first batter that he faces this top of the 2nd. Ball skips in to Skipper. Skipper, the catcher for the Pelicanos team. Lyon batting from the left side. Here's the pitch. Pulls that one foul. So a tough at-bat right here for anyone, especially for Witten, who gave up a double to him earlier. Let's see if he can retire him and get even with him. It's interesting when you give up a hit the first time, you want to get him the second time. Let's see what he can do. Good pitch right there. Hits the corner. 2 strikes now to Malachi Lyon. Lyon, the leadoff hitter and center fielder for Team Tainos, who scored 4 runs. The score is 4-2 in the top of the 2nd inning with 1 out. That ball's popped straight up to the third baseman catcher. Catcher Skipper. Skipper gets under it and settles under it. and retires the tough leadoff hitter. So good job by Witten. Witten, as we mentioned, gave up a double to him in the first and takes care of him in the second. So 2 quick outs, now tangling with Nat Greenslet. Nat Greenslet had a base hit earlier in his first turn of at-bat and an RBI scoring Lion in the first inning. Here's the second at-bat, and he pops that one up. So let's see if we can get out of it. Tough play, and nobody's there to get it. Second baseman went really far to get that one, but to no avail. Tons of foul territory here in Aguadilla. And yes, it is windy here today, which I enjoy, a good breeze. I'm from Tampa, Florida, and it's definitely much warmer and more humid in the Tampa area. Here's the pitch, stays wide. My wife just texted me and to remind me to feed the kittens. We have 3 cats at home, Dave, Frank, and Minnie. That's right, we named our cats Dave, Frank, and Minnie. That ball almost hit Greenslet, but he gets out of the way, bends it like Beckham, and to get out of the way of that offering by Witten. So Witten wants to have a much better second inning as Tainos scored 4 times in the top of the first inning. Let's see what Witten can offer up here. Comes up empty, fouls it off. Good pitch right there. The Tainos are the visiting team. Pelicanos are the home team. 4-2 is the score. Right down the middle, he got him. Man, what a good pitch right there by Witten to retire Greenslet and Tainos. Pelicanos, the home team, coming to bat. They're down 4-2. And that does it for Tainos in the top of the second. Pelicanos coming to bat in the bottom of the second here at the PRI-BL Wooden Bat Summer League. I'll see you in a minute. I am Anthony DeSanto, coming back to you live. Back here live in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. This is the PRI-BL, Puerto Rican International Baseball League. It's a summer wood bat league for these aspiring baseball players. Some in college, some looking to go to college as seniors in high school. There's the first pitch in the bottom of the second inning from Rosenberg just missed high with that one. Looked good, but umpire called it high. Pelicanos down by a couple. There is a high again to the batter. This is Egser. Gesser, the batter. 3-0 to him. Eric and Gesser. And Gesser takes that one for a strike.
There it is.
Gesser, the first baseman. Takes that one down wide. Not what you want to do there, but nonetheless, walking him. So again, this is the bottom of the second inning. Tainos and Pelicanos. Rosenberg checks the runner who he just walked. Takes that one outside. Rosenberg wild again. Just missing though. This is Parkin. Grant Parkin bats with a runner on first base. Comes up empty on the big fastball from Rosenberg. So and Gesser on first base. Walked. And offering sails wide to Parkin. The middle skipper on deck, Cade Skipper. That's high again. So Tainos 4, Pelicanos 2 in the bottom of the second inning. This is the second game of 2 in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. Oh, good pitch right there as the batter got crossed up there. Good pitch from Rosenberg. Maybe that'll be his restart. Wiggles the bat, waggles it. Gets set. Let's see what Grant Parkin can do here. Here's the pitch. That's away. Ball 4 now. Back-to-back walks. So Rosenberg a little frustrated with himself, and understandably so. So, and Gesser walks and Parkin walks. Now steps Cade Skipper. Cade, a new addition to the Pelicanos roster, playing alongside with his brother. Pretty cool for the family. Takes a fastball outside for strike 1. Let's see what the Pelicanos can do here as they're down by 2, but they are threatening with runners on first and second. Nobody out. Big at bat for Cade Skipper. Here's the pitch as he comes set. Rosenberg checks on the runner, but to no avail. Almost a balk, but did a good job of maintaining his balance there. Let's see what Cade Skipper can do with runners on first and second. Team expecting a bunt. There it is. He shows it. Takes a strike right there. So now in the hole, 0-2. With runners on first and second, and Gesser the lead runner, and Parkin at first base, still expecting bunt, even with 2 strikes. Skips in to Skipper. good experience for all these baseball players, culturally and athletically, as well as socially. They get to room together, eat together, hang out together, practice and work out and play together. Really cool experience. Thank you for joining us and being a part of this. Here's the pitch. Bends in just high. Good pitch by Rosenberg, but misses. 2-2 to even things up to Skipper. This is the middle skipper, Cade Skipper. Bats with runners on first and second. Here's the pitch. Comes up empty on the swing and a miss. So Skipper goes down. Pelicanos now send up the designated hitter, Quimby. This is Kenton Quimby, number 24. The designated hitter, Quimby. Still runners on first and second now with... Oh, that ball gets by the catcher. That's a big mistake for Tainos and Rosenberg. The catcher could not come up with that. Joshua Cuevas. So, tough scenario here. So runners in scoring position. Just missed low. Good pitch, but missed low. Trying to find his rhythm is Rosenberg. Quimby trying to cash in 2 runners who are on second and third, and Gesser and Parkin. This is down low and inside. Rosenberg frustrated. Let's take his time to reset and regroup. That's the sign. Takes a deep breath. Quimby calls for time, though. Quimby is granted time. That's what's interesting about the Major League game and how they have the speed up and batters can only call time 1 time as pitchers can disengage twice. But batters get that 1 timeout to speed things up. Here's the pitch. Good pitch and low taken for ball 4. So now the bases are loaded for the starting pitcher, Hunter Witten. So Witten bats with the bases loaded and can really help himself out here with only 1 out. The corners come in for the Tainos. Pelicanos are threatening with 1 out with the bases loaded. Here's the pitch. Good pitch right there. Slider has been there. And that's one of his best ones that he's thrown. So let's see how Rosenberg attacks the batter. The base field umpire talks with Rosenberg, giving him advice. Again, this is a teaching league, but a very competitive one as well. Just high right there. So he tried to back-to-back throw it again, but that one misses just high. Bases loaded to Hunter Witten, the starting pitcher, bats with the bases loaded. Here's the pitch. Hits that one, slaps it to the right fielder. Right fielder dives, can't come up with it. 1 run will score, and they're going to hold him at third base. How about that? Hunter Witten helps himself out to bring things a little more dicey and get things a little closer for the Pelicanos as they score in the bottom of the 2nd inning. So tons of scoring already in this second afternoon game. Score now 4-3. Pelicanos down by 1. 4-3. Mulgary takes a strike. Mulgary has a couple shout-outs to his family in England. So if you're listening from England, Mulgary says hi. Bats with the bases loaded. He calls time. Rosenberg steps off as Malgary calls time. He bats with his pink bat and his pink batting gloves and his American flag arm sleeve. Does Christian Malgary, the extra hitter, bat here with the bases loaded in the bottom of the second inning. Here's the pitch. Takes another strike. Doesn't like that as he hits his cleats and knocks his cleats of the dirt. So with one out, middle infield looking for a double play. Corners are in. Rings him up. Malgary doesn't swing the bat. Takes three hard fastballs from Rosenberg. Darren Rosenberg is settling it down a little bit. 2 outs now. Bases loaded. In steps Moyer. So a nice base hit from Witten. Bases loaded. Moyer bats. Takes a high, hard fastball from Darren Rosenberg, the starting pitcher from Tainos. 1 run is in the bottom of the second inning, and Pelicanos are threatening still with the bases loaded with 2 outs, though. Here's the pitch. Oh, fouls that one. Big swing and taps that one foul. So 1-1 is the count. Runners are everywhere for Pelicanos. Witten just had a RBI base hit. He's the pitcher of record for Pelicanos, helping himself out with an RBI hit. He's on first base. Takes a good fastball from Rosenberg inside. Didn't like that one. But now Rosenberg in the driver's seat. Let's see if he throws his off-speed pitch here to get the strike 3. Big out opportunity right here. And he tried it, couldn't stay over the top of it, let it fly open a little bit, and stayed inside. So big opportunity for everybody, especially the batter. That stays low. So Moyer walked and stole in the first inning and scored. Let's see what he does here. Man, that was a good at bat from Truman Moyer, who walks again and is credited with an RBI. So the speedy Moyer is on base. So now batting, this is a trouble spot for Rosenberg. This is Ethan Reyes, who we've highlighted earlier, has also walked and stolen a base and scored. Takes that hard fastball high for ball 1. Bases loaded, full of Pelicanos. So Pelicanos evening things up 4-4 and threatening for more with 2 outs. Ethan Reyes carves that one foul. So Reyes, the 2-hitter for Pelicanos. Pelicanos blessed with a lot of team speed and just good athletes all over the place. Takes that one outside. Good take, good eye from Ethan Reyes. Reyes, the shortstop. Fantastic infielder. Tremendous speed at the top of this, and bases are full. Takes that one down, back pick, good throw down, and they got him. Wow, can't have that. What a throw by Cuevas. Cuevas back picked the runner and threw him out. So Reyes is left at the plate, so he'll lead off next inning, but the bases are loaded and they left him. So Tainos escapes that one. They do surrender 2 runs to Pelicanos, even things up 4-4 after 2 full innings. The top of the third, Tainos coming to bat. So we'll see what Tainos can do after they surrender the lead. 4-4 here in Aguadilla. Well, hello, welcome. Back in the top of the third inning, Tainos and Pelicanos. The plate umpire is not yet out there. I thought, oh, there he is. Okay, I thought we were going to start. I got ahead of myself. Thank you so much for joining us. This is a live broadcast. This is Anthony DeSanto with the PRIBL, Puerto Rican International Baseball League. Hope you're enjoying the day with us. Comes up empty. Good pitch right there by Whitten. Whitten had a base hit, RBI base hit in his at-bat to help him and his team even up the score 4-4 as we start things off in the top of the third inning. Tainos bats. Calderon the batter. This is Brian Calderon. And it looked like it hit him. Oh, it hit the catcher, sorry. Might have been fouled off, no? By the way, Calderon bats with a 2-0 count. Here's the pitch. Pulls it foul. Watch out, third base coach. So, wonderful day, wonderful opportunity for everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in, following along with us. This is a fantastic broadcast, a great team that we have here. Thank you for inviting me out here. Carlos Nunez and all the other Carloses, Eric and Buffalo. A shout out to the team that makes this possible. I am the voice that is heard but never seen. So, hope you're enjoying this opportunity for your favorite baseball player of the Tainos and the Pelicanos. Whitten kicks, fires, and deals. That ball's hammered into center field. Tough play, and he has to play it off a hop. Good job of hitting from Brian Calderon. to lead things up. The center fielder tried, had a good effort to break on it, but just couldn't come up with it, was Moyer. Moyer has tons of speed, but couldn't corral that one. So a sinking, hard-hit line drive from Calderon. He was retired in his first at-bat, but comes up with a base hit, his second turn at the plate. So this is Tate Riley. Tate Riley and Kurt Ortega and Ashton Weathersby had big base hits. Tate Riley had a double as he hammers that one into the, oh my goodness, what a catch, and he errant throw. So an error's gonna maybe get him to second, throw from first. Oh, wow. So that was just interesting base running and good play, although a tough play by the second baseman, almost corralling that one. So good play on the defensive side. And here comes the coach to talk to his pitcher. I think we're going to have a pitching change. So Witten is his day is done, but still responsible for the runner on second. So we'll be back here live as we introduce the new pitcher, number 24 for the Pelicanos team. Back here live in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. The new pitcher is Quimby, number 24. This is Kenton Quimby. He's the second pitcher for the Pelicanos. We already saw Hunter. Now it's Quimby. We'll see Moyer and then Martinez. That is the pitchers that will be showcased for Pelicanos today. For Tainos, we'll see Rosenberg, as we've been seeing, Lopez, and then Carey. Caleb Carey, Javier Lopez, and Darren Rosenberg are the three pitchers for Tainos. This is the second pitcher of the day for Pelicanos. This is Quimby. Let's see how he does. Relieving Hunter. Hunter Witten had a really good second inning and retired Riley on that hard hit ball, although he gave up a hit to Brian Calderon, who is now on second base. Quimby on the mound to tangle with Ortega. Kurt Ortega. Takes that one away, the first pitch from Quimby. So there's one out. Runner on second base in scoring position for the Tainos team. Quimby comes set, checks the runner, takes too long of a time, and outsteps Ortega. Now everybody's set. Here's the pitch from Quimby. Ortega lifts that one to shallow left field. The shortstop goes out and corrals it. Good play by the shortstop, Ethan Reyes, to pick that one off for the second out. So Quimby throws a couple pitches and gets the second out of Ortega. Now Ashton Weathersby. Weathersby had a really nice 2 RBI hit. So let's see what he can do now against Quimby. in his second at-bat. This Tainos team can hit. Takes that one on the outside for a strike. Good pitch by Quimby. Thank you so much for being with us in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. Oh, good slow breaker right there. Has him out in front. Good pitch right there from Quimby. 2 strikes to the batter. Oh, so he breaks early, and he's going to be thrown out at third base. So good job by Quimby to pick off the would-be base runner. That retires Tainos. So good job from Quimby, the relief pitcher, to come in and stop Team Tainos as his Pelicanos team has a 4-4 score as they come to bat. So we'll be back in a minute. Thank you so much for being with us in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Pelicanos coming to bat. So back here live in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico, part of the Summerwood Bat League, the PRIBL. In steps Ethan Reyes. Ethan Reyes was at the plate with the bases loaded, actually, when Quimby got thrown out at third. So he steps in with a fresh count against Darren Rosenberg. Good pitch right there. That's one of his best pitches right there. So with thunder in the area, Ethan Reyes fouls that one straight back as he got a little jammed on that one. Rosenberg came in his kitchen and saw him off right there. So let's see what he does here. Ethan's very crouched at the plate. Here's the pitch. Stays high. Good at bat from Reyes. In his first at bat, he walked and stole a base, also scoring. So here's the pitch. Just missed right there. Good pitch from Rosenberg. Just missed high. Rosenberg has a good mix. Can be a little bit of an issue, but he still has a good mix. That ball's hammered into the infield. Shortstop ranges over and throws out Ethan Reyes. Speedy Reyes is retired. Good play by the Tainos shortstop, Brian Calderon. So Reyes is retired. That's 1 out. In steps the 3-hitter, number 7 for Pelicanos, the catcher, Skipper. Bats with 1 out and nobody on. Takes that one down low as that skips in to Skipper. That never gets old. Bats from the right side against the right-handed hurler, Darren Rosenberg. There's a good pitch right there and clips the corner. Skipper had a base hit in his first at-bat. That ball hits off his head, neck area. That hurts. So he gets to first the hard way. Let's see if they pinch run like they did last at-bat. Skipper, nope, he wants to run. He says he's okay, and he stays on first base. Alvarez is the batter now. Third baseman Alvarez bats with a runner on first base. Skips in. Good block by the catcher. Cuevas. Cuevas has done a really nice job behind the plate today for Tainos. He has a plus arm behind the plate. I don't think Skipper's going to be running here, but if he does, I'd love to see Cuevas' arm again. Thank you so much for joining us and being a part of this broadcast on a Monday in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico, as Alvarez takes that one for a strike. So good pitching from Rosenberg. Let's see if he can finish off Alvarez. There's only 1 out with Skipper on first. Ooh, yes he did. Fooled him. Good pitch right there from Rosenberg. Rosenberg comes set. Here's the pitch. Back pick. There it is. That's a good arm right there from Cuevas. Trying to catch the base runner Skipper napping. But the banner is retired. So now 2 outs. 2 outs. In steps the next hitter for Pelicanos, Dakar. I think he was going to try to back pick again, but misplays that one. So Skipper scampers to second base on that wild one. This is the outfielder for Pelicanos, Jack Dakar. Bats with the Skipper on second base in scoring position with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Good pitch right there. Umpire flashes the strike call. Very consistent umpiring crew today, morning and afternoon. Here's the pitch. Stays high. So let's see if Jack can get a base hit to score Skipper. Let's see how fast Skipper is, if he can score from second with 2 outs. That ball skips in, and Skipper is scampered over to third, and he's going to get there. Really good base running by Aiden Skipper. So now, 90 feet away is Aiden Skipper. Some rain clouds are getting a little closer. Just missed right there. So now first and third. And Gesser, who walked earlier, comes to bat with runners on first and third. I can see the rain clouds. They're not too far off, but they are still far off. We're only in the bottom of the third inning with a score of 4-4, Tainos and Pelicanos. Runner on first takes a big lead. Surprised he's not running. The first baseman's not holding him on, so I'm surprised he isn't taking off. Eric and Gesser batting. There goes the runner from first. That ball's high and outside. Is going to run home with the go-ahead run. Wow. So that's not what Rosenberg wanted to do by any means. With 2 outs, Skipper scores the go-ahead run. Big run for Team Pelicanos after giving up 4 runs in the top of the first inning. Chip away, and chip away. They have scored in each of the first 3 innings. And now with the runner on second base, and Gesser bats with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Stays high. The back pick to second base. Man, Cuevas has a plus arm back there. Really impressive to watch him throw the baseball. 3-0 as the Thunder rolls. Sung by Garth Brooks. Here's the pitch from Rosenberg. There's a strike. So tough outing from Rosenberg thus far, but wants to limit the damage here. Oh, ties him up. There's his plus fastball. So 2 strikes now. Full count to Engesser. Engesser walked earlier in his first at-bat. Let's see what he does here. Big situation for the Pelicanos with the runner in scoring position. Oh, just got a piece of that. Just got a piece of that. This is the guy that Rosenberg wants to finish off to stop the bleeding. He's given up 1 run already in this bottom of the third inning. With the runner at second base, he's taken off, comes up empty. That does it in the third inning. Although they do score 1 run, the score is 5-4. Pelicanos have the lead. Let's see what happens in the fourth inning. Top of the fourth inning, the Tainos team will be coming to bat down by 1 run. This is Anthony DeSanto once again bringing you live action in the PRIBL. We'll be back in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico momentarily. Back here live. Speaking of jumping at the chance, we got to see Pelicanos jump out to a 5-4 lead. Now we enter the top of the fourth inning with the thunderclouds still in the distance, and Quimby back on the mound to tangle with a tough customer, number 15 for Team Tainos, Ashton Weathersby. Weathersby had a nice base hit and an RBI in his first at-bat. This Tainos team can hit, and they're behind right now, but their bats can definitely play, and that's what Ashton Weathersby wants to do here in the top of the fourth inning. Takes that offering from Quimby wide. Weathersby, an infielder by trade. Second base, third base. He's playing second base today. Good pitch. Stays inside, though. Does not get the call. Speaking of weather and Weathersby, it's a play on words. That's a live ball. Goes to the backstop for ball 4 anyway. He's not going anywhere. So he gets aboard on the walk. Weathersby has been on base both times. Joshua Cuevas the catcher for Tainos, has a plus arm. Let's see what he can do with the bat. Skips in to Skipper, the catcher. I do want to thank you for being a part of this broadcast. I've definitely enjoyed my time here in Puerto Rico. Super wonderful fan group and fans out there, and just wonderful people that I've interacted with at the restaurants, and as we've been walking, my wife and I have spent Father's Day. We had an off day, no baseball being played yesterday, and we just had a great time. As the runner takes off, that ball's hit into shallow center. He better get back. The catch is made, one out there, and safe just ahead of the throw from the shortstop, Ethan Reyes. Reyes has showcased his skills at the plate. Reyes has showcased his skills with his glove and arm. So out is required. Cuevas is retired. Weathersby scampered back to slide in safely at first. Now comes Dominic Masso. Masso had an RBI hit, his last at bat. Let's see what he has in his second at bat. Takes that one down low. Quimby, the pitcher for Pelicanos. Quimby actually the pitcher of record now. That ball's hammered down the line, hits the bag, and it's fair ball. Just getting one base, though. Good job of hitting. Again, back-to-back base hits for Dominic Masso in both at-bats. Now steps in Miguel Nueves for Tainos. Weathersby vacates for a pinch runner. So, new runner on second base, and Masso, the runner, on first base. So, first and second. Let's see what Nueves can do in his turn of at-bat, second turn of at-bat. Back pick. Skipper throws high. Good job by the first baseman to corral that one. Tried the back pick. Try to catch the runner napping. But Masso got back. Here's the pitch from Quimby. Stays high. from Quinby. Nuevez. Nieves bats with runners on first and second. No, that gets by Skipper. No advancement. No advancement by the runners. That's a running mistake. Skipper normally a wall back there, but lets that one go, but no advancement. So just a ball, 3 balls, and no strikes to Nuevez. Nieves bats once again with a 3-0 count. Oh man, Quimby is getting a little wild. So Nuevez reaches on a walk. This is now number 2 for the Tainos team, Javier Lopez. Lopez is going to get his turn of at bat. Quimby is finished. New pitcher coming in for the Pelicanos as the Thunder is still rolling. I think this is number 21 in Gesser, who's coming in. Your guess is as good as mine. I think it's number 21, Eric Gesser. All right, well, we'll get his information momentarily, and we'll be back here live. The score is 5-4. In the top of the 4th inning, Tainos have runners on first and second. We'll be back here momentarily. Well, my mistake. Bases are loaded. Bases are loaded. Full of Tainos. First pitch is slammed into center field. Short center field. Second base is going out. Nobody's going to catch it. 1 run will score. And that's it. Okay, so, wow. That ball was cued out there into short right center. Nobody there. The Bermuda Triangle of the baseball field. This is a full field, so a lot of room for these guys to cover. And that ball landed in the Bermuda Triangle. So 1 run does score. Base is still loaded. Tough situation for Gesser. Comes up empty. Number 1 for the Tainos team. This is Darren Rosenberg. Rosenberg, the pitcher. This is strike there. Tough play right there. Oh my goodness. What a terrible throw. Good play by the catcher. Aiden Skipper. Wow. Saved his team, and disastrous play right there. Bases loaded. That ball was cued to the pitcher. Took his time and threw wildly to Skipper, the catcher. Good job to retire the base runner there. Now 2 outs. Bases still loaded. Tough customer right here for Team Tainos. Malachi Lyon, the batter. Lyon bats from the left side of the batter's box. Oh, what a pitch. Good. Pitch ties him up. Man, that was a great pitch by Gesser. Back foot slider right there. Sweeper. This ball stays low. Bases are loaded. Pelicanos clinging to a one-run lead. Ball is taken low again. So the new pitcher for Pelicanos, Eric and Gesser. At the plate, foul ball. And off his shoe top. Stays alive, Lion. Lion's had a good day at the plate with a double. Scored in the 4-run first inning for the Tainos team. Bats with the bases loaded. Here's the pitch from Gesser and drills him. So a run's going to score. Now that's the tying run. Can't have that in the top of the 4th inning. In steps Nat Greenslet. Greenslet already with an RBI hit to his credit. So Malachi Lyon has a hit by pitch RBI. Gets an RBI the hard way with 2 outs. As the thunder rolls and the lightning strikes. Taken high.
Good night.
Pelicanos and Gesser's had a tough go with this. Pitch right there, though. He's not really getting into his mechanic that really that well. He's kind of just throwing it. Overthrows that one into the dirt. The go-ahead run's going to score. So Tainos, as we mentioned, can hit, but they've been, in this inning, they've been really scoring because of the freebies, wild pitches, and things of that nature. But really can come unglued right here with a big hit with 2 outs. Let's see what Greenslet can do. It's a big opportunity. That bends right in there for a strike. Good pitch right there, actually. Fooled Greenslet. Let's see what he can back up here with this pitch. Runners on second and third, they take their leads. Comes up empty, swing and a miss. He got him with a strikeout. Big out right there from Greenslet to retire Greenslet. But they do score 2. Tainos take the lead against Pelicanos in the top of the 4th inning. The bottom of the 4th inning, let's see if Pelicanos can tie it up again or take the lead with the thunder and weather in the background as the umpires come together. Let's see what happens in the bottom of the 4th inning as we come back here live in Puerto Rico. Tainos and Pelicanos tangled as Tainos take the lead.
onda? ¿Cómo estás?
Tranquilo.
Back here live with the PRIBL in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. Thank you for being a part of this journey. This is Anthony DeSanto, the voice of the PRIBL. Hope you're enjoying this contest between the Tainos and Pelicanos. We just saw Pelicanos score 2 runs in the top of the 4th inning to take the lead. 6-5 is the score in the 4th inning. It's the bottom of the 4th inning right now as the Pelicanos bat. They're the home team. Grant Parkin is the batter. Parkin bats from the right side. New pitcher and catcher for Tainos. The new pitcher kicks, fires, and foul ball. This is Lyon for Tainos. I'd be lying if it wasn't. This is Malachi Lyon. Ball's cued foul. With nobody on and nobody out, here's the pitch. Oh, good pitch right there. Malachi Lyon of Team Tainos retires the first batter that he goes up against, and here comes Cade Skipper. Cade Skipper, the middle of the Skipper boys. The Skipper family have 3 boys. 2 are actually playing in this Wood Bat League. The youngest of the Skipper boys, well, he's watching, but he's taking care of the dog. I mean, somebody's got to take care of him. I don't know the dog's name, but maybe somebody can tell me. He's here in attendance as well. Here's the pitch from Malachi Lyon. Fouled straight back. Good swing right there from Skipper. Malachi Lyon, very talented baseball player, just like all these athletes. Lyon, a phenomenal center fielder. Good speed, great hitter. He's the leadoff hitter. Oh, good pitch right there. Fooled him. Comes up empty on that swing and a miss. So now 2 away. So first 2 batters Lyon faces, he strikes out. Now steps Quimby. Quimby we saw on the mound earlier. His batting from the right side. Stays inside with that backup curve, slider, slurve. Here's the pitch from Lyon. Fastball stays inside. 6-5 is the score. Team Tainos have the lead. They scored 4 in the first and then 2 in the fourth. Pelicanos scored 2 in the first, 2 in the second, and 1 in the third. So if they want to keep that scoring alive, they're going to have to do something here with 2 outs. Quinby bats with nobody on and 2 outs. The new catcher behind the plate, that's Darren Rosenberg. I might have hit him. I think it did. So he gets to first base. Quinby does. To prolong the inning for the next batter, Witten. Hunter Witten. We saw Hunter on the mound earlier in the game, if you were with us. He had a base hit in his earlier at-bat, an RBI base hit. Here's the pitch from Lyon as he comes set. Here's the pitch. The runner takes off. Throw down from Rosenberg is high. Super strong arm, though. I don't think that is Rosenberg. If we can check on the catcher for Tainos, I don't think that is Rosenberg catching, but either way, that's a strong. So it's still Cuevas doing the catching? All right, so that's Cuevas. If I'm right, if I'm wrong, please let me know. Here's the pitch from Lyon. Bends it, stays high, though, to Witten. Thank you so much for being with us. The tying runs on second base. It's going to need a big hit from Witten. Stays inside, hit him, yeah. Ooh, that'll hurt. So back-to-back base runners with 2 outs. In steps the intimidating Christian Malgeri. Team California. He had a shout out earlier to his family in England. So if you're listening, shout out Team California, Team Florida, that's me, and Team Puerto Rico, that's where we are. Christian takes that one inside. Malgeri has a big opportunity right here for his Pelicanos team with runners on first and second as they take big leads. Comes up empty right there, fouls it into the mitt of the catcher Cuevas. Runners on first and second. Quinby takes his lead from second. Lyon kicks, fires, and deals. That one is away. Man. Malgeri putting up a fight here. Let's see what he can do here with the hitter's count. The count is 2 balls and 1 strike to Christian Malgeri. He hammers it through the hole. Comes up firing. Overthrows the catcher. But no advance. Christian Malgeri. That kid is an absolute human highlight reel. Bases loaded. Malachi Lyon gives up a hit to Malgary. Team California. That kid is a cult hero. One of my favorite people here. I don't play favorites, but he's definitely one of my favorite people. So, bases are loaded. Coach comes out to talk to Lyon. Gives him a big bear hug. Oh, he gives him a big chest bump. Man, Christian Malgary, what a guy. He is a character. So bases are loaded. Tough situation for Lyon, but his stuff can play. Malgary with the base hit. Bases are loaded full of Pelicanos. No runs scored. Bases are loaded. Quinby on third base. He's the tying run. Moyer, the batter, the leadoff hitter. He's had a great day at the plate. Takes that one high. This Pelicanos team can hit just like the Tainos team. Moyer walked twice, stole a base, has an RBI to his credit. He's filled up the box score. A base hit here would bring in 2 runs for sure. Oh, that ball hit him. Another RBI the hard way. Man, that's his second RBI without a hit. So now we're tied 6-6. Reyes, Ethan Reyes comes to bat with the bases loaded. There is 2 outs. Score is tied 6-6. The Pelicanos have scored in the first, the second, and the third, and in this 4th inning. They've scored in every inning. Ethan Reyes checks his swing. Does not go. Ball 1. This has been a highlight inning. Every inning in this Tainos Pelicanos game has been fantastic. Runners on, bases loaded for Pelicanos. Lyon kicks, fires, and deals. That's inside to Reyes. Oh, here comes the runner. The go-ahead run scores. Pelicanos now have the lead. Wow, scoring from third base. How about that? Hunter Witten scores the go-ahead run. 7-6, Pelicanos have the lead. Runners on second and third. Malgary on third base. Ethan Reyes at the plate. Takes high again. Man, I think it's 3-0. Lyon has definitely come unglued after the hit by Malgary especially. Lyon got 2 quick outs, and then things kind of fell off the table for him. He's given up the lead. Ethan Reyes, the batter. A base hit would score 2 runs. This is a wooden bat league. Mostly college-aged baseball players. A great showcase in the PRIBL. Thank you for being with us. Here's the pitch. Inside outs, that one to short right field. The right fielder settles under it and retires Reyes. And that does it for Pelicanos. They do score 2 runs and have the lead. 7-6 Pelicanos after 4 full innings. Tainos coming to bat in the 5th inning, down by 2. This is Anthony DeSanto with the PRIBL. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you back momentarily in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We're live here in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. Thank you for tuning in with us. We've had offensive explosions from both these teams. That ball's hammered into right center, the right fielder. That ball's over his head. A double. A double for the batter for Tainos. So Tainos is rolling. Good hitting right there for Tainos. So Calderon reaches. It's Brian Calderon. Tate Riley, the batter. A double for Calderon, the second hit for him today. The wind, as we mentioned, has been whipping. Hammers that one foul into the ground. We'll do it again. Tate Riley takes that one for a strike. This is a even matchup between Tainos and Pelicanos. There's 4 teams in the PRIBL. As Aiden Skipper talks to his pitcher. This is Moyer. Sorry to mention him. Truman Moyer doing the pitching now for the Pelicanos with a runner on second base. Stays inside. To Tate Riley. Ortega on deck. Calderon takes his lead. Comes up empty, fooled on that pitch. Good pitch right there from Moyer. Moyer takes care of Riley. Now Ortega steps in. So big out right there. Always want to retire the first batter, but gave up a double, and he retired the second batter to leave him on second in scoring position. This is Ortega. Stays outside wide. Here's the pitch. Skips in to Skipper. Pelicanos scored in every of their 4 innings. Tainos need to score to get this thing going. That ball's into center field. A good job by the center fielding, ranging to his left. Fires it in, no advancement. Center fielder for the Pelicanos can cover some ground. Great job by the center fielder to corral that ball. This is Ashton Weathersby, number 15. Ashton Weathersby, infielder for the Tainos, looking to cash in that runner from second base. Let's see what Moyer can come up with a runner on second base. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Man, that pitch has been there all of his outing. That's a great pitch right there. Really has these Tainos off balance with that good mix. He is a tough pitcher to pick up, and man, another good pitch. Strike 3 looking. Takes care of Team Tainos. So Weathersby goes down on strikes. Moyer takes care of him. Quick inning of work from him. That does it for Tainos in the 5th inning. The Pelicanos with the lead coming to bat in the bottom of the 5th inning. Live here in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. This is Anthony DeSanta with the PRIBL. Back here live with the PRIBL. 7-6 is the score. Pelicanos have the lead. We might have one more inning left here. It's the bottom of the 5th inning. This is the number 3 hitter, number 7, Aiden Skipper. Ooh, plunked him. That's the 2nd time Skipper's been hit. How about that? Whether he's got a magnet on him, I don't know what, but he's gotten hit twice. Pitching coach comes out just to talk to his pitcher. I don't think we're going to have a pitching change. Aiden Skipper's coming off after getting hit. He's fine, but we're going to have a pinch runner. That is Witten. Hunter Witten. We are going to have a pitching change. Right-handed pitcher in relief. Number 11 for Tainos. I think that's right. Number 11. That's Nat Greenslet. Greenslet comes over from the infield to do the pitching now. We'll be back momentarily after he's done with his warm-up pitches.
El árbitro de home está aplicando 60, se ve bien.
Well, we're back here live. Thank you for being with us on this live broadcast. Try to keep everyone updated with scores and statistics on the website. So make sure you're checking out your favorite player and your favorite team in the PRIBL. This is the last game of the day, the second game, the afternoon game. Score of 7-6. New pitcher on the mound. Tries a pickoff. Good pick by the first baseman. Diving back safely is the pinch runner. That is Hunter Whitten. He's on first base. Now batting Alvarez, the right-handed batter Alvarez for the Pelicanos. Carlos Alvarez bats. Comes up empty on the big swing. Good pitch from the new pitcher for the team Tainos, Nat Greenslet. Greenslet showing off a plus arm right there. So we'll see how his inning of relief is with nobody out. There goes the runner. Good pitch to throw on, and that is high and wide. Good jump by the runner, but the catcher threw wide and high. Really plus arm, though, from the catcher. I'll tell you what, Joshua Cuevas, he can throw. So risky move, and it pays off for the Pelicanos, who have the lead 7-6, now with the runner on second base. Alvarez bats with a runner in scoring position. Second baseman keeps him close and taking too long. Calls time. So definitely a plus arm to watch, Nat Greenslet. As the wind is whipping here. Fastball stays high. Nobody out. Runner on second base. Beautiful weather has turned cloudy and a little bit overcast. But the players don't mind. It's cooling off the field for sure. So it's a sunny day in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. Coming up empty on that pitch. And the first out. First out for the new pitcher, Greenslet. Alvarez the first out. This is a guy who's got a dirty uniform. So he's been all over the place. This is Engesser. Engesser's had a full day on the field in this game. Takes a strike right there. Dinner must be ready. Just kidding, this is Dakar. And Gesser's on the on-deck circle. Maybe I'm hungry. I was distracted by the food. Man, I'll tell you, the food here is good. I don't know if you ever had a chance to have the fried cheese. I don't know what they do, but the fried cheese here is way better than in Tampa, Florida, where I'm from. Pitch stays inside to the batter, Dakar. This is Jack Dakar. Bats from the right side, does Jack with his blue bat, maybe for Father's Day. Good pitch right there. Clips the outside corner. So runner on second base takes his lead. Dakar at the plate. And Greenslit on the mound. Second baseman tries a pickoff, but goes back to his position. That ball's hammered foul. Just a reminder, we like to retrieve all the foul balls. So if you're not doing anything productive, please bring back the foul balls. So a run, big run on second base here in the bottom of the fifth inning for the Pelicanos, already with the lead, wanting some more with one out. Good pitch right there. Back-to-back strikeouts, Alvarez and Dakar. Now, Engesser is stepping into bat. Eric Engesser. So good mix from Greenslit. Greenslit, very talented baseball player for the Tainos team. Good fastball again. He has got fantastic mechanics. So I don't know where he's going to school or where he's played his high school baseball. But he is definitely a kid to watch out for in the PRIBL. Here's the pitch. Chops it down to the shortstop. Plays the tough hop. Throws across the field.
Hey, what I tell you?
Safe.
Gotta trust
That's a tough play for any shortstop. Really tough throw for Brian Calderon, the shortstop for Tainos. So runners on first and third. Number 4, Parkin. Grant Parkin, the batter for the Pelicanos, bats with Engesser on first base after the base hit. First and third are the runners. 2 outs. Stays low with the fastball. The middle skipper on deck. The sun comes out. There goes the runner. So stolen base for him. So a base hit and a walk for Engesser. Watch out. Run's going to score. That's another run for the Pelicanos. Trying to get on the same page right there. Some wildness. Engesser now on third base. So a walk and a hit for him. Has had a good day at the plate. So Pelicanos now up by 2 runs. Good fastball right there, taken just low. So runners on first and third. Skipper now gets to bat with runners on first and third. Looking to drive in his teammate. Let's see what Cade Skipper can do. There goes the runner from first. Throw down. And another run's going to come across, and he's going to get to third base. He's going to score. Here's the play at the plate. Safe. Another run scores. 2 more runs cross. So that's 3 this inning. That's 10. 10-6. So some sloppy play from Team Tainos. So now Skipper bats with nobody on with 2 outs. There's a case of trying to do too much right there. So Skipper bats with 2 outs, nobody on base. Against net, Greenslet. Greenslet, a plus player, but a little trouble here for him in this half inning. Comes up empty on the big breaker. Let's see what Greenslet can do here. Yeah, good mix right there. So retired is Skipper, and Pelicanos are done, but they score 3 times to bring the score to 10-6. Tainos coming to bat in the top of the 6th inning. And we'll be back here momentarily. So thanks for being with us. Score of 10-6. All right, so the umpires come together, the teams come together. That's it. Final score 10-6. Pelicanos take the win. What a great day. A super evenly matched 4 teams of the Conquistadores, the Peregrinos, the Pelicanos, and Team Tainos. As the teams, what a nice scene right here. I hope we're getting this camera coverage. Beautiful scene right here as the teams come together, high-fiving, handshakes, get ready for dinner. Hit the gritty as this game is over. 10-6 final score. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back here live tomorrow at 10 o'clock, and we'll see you tomorrow. Be ready for more baseball in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. Very excited to bring you these games live. Thank you so much for your attendance and the help. So tomorrow, Tuesday game of Conquistadores versus the Tainos at 10 o'clock, and the Pelicanos versus the Peregrinos. Pelicanos and the Peregrinos tomorrow at 1 o'clock. So we'll be back live with you. Enjoy the rest of your beautiful Monday. And once again, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Bye-bye for now.